10 terrifying ways the universe could end. Have you ever wondered about the fate of the universe? What if I tell you that the sun, the biggest solar power, can end the universe for all? Well, at this point, I'm stating the fact. Are you excited to explore further? Today, I'll explain the 10 terrifying ways a universe could end. And how is the sun performing its role? It's surprising. Let's dive in. At number 10, we have the sun. Before you understand the sun's role, you should know about the process that governs its existence. So, the sun stays in its prime, happily fusing hydrogen atoms in its core to form helium through nuclear fusion. This process releases an immense amount of energy, which radiates into space and provides the light and warmth that sustains life on Earth. But like all stars, the sun's fuel isn't infinite. When the sun eventually runs out of hydrogen fuel, it will transform dramatically. As the nuclear fusion in its core slows down, the sun's balance between gravity pulling inward and the energy producing pushing outward will shift. This imbalance will cause the sun's outer layers to expand outwards, swelling up to hundreds of times its current size. The sun will turn into a red giant. The surface temperature will drop. On the other hand, luminosity is expected to increase. During this phase, which is expected to occur in about 5 billion years, the red giant sun will likely engulf the inner planets of our solar system, including Mercury, Venus, and possibly even Earth. If you're enjoying this video, let's subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any recent updates. The 9th terrifying fact is Big Crunch. Well, before moving towards the Big Crunch, let's examine the Big Bang. This is a popular idea about how the universe started. It suggests everything we see today was once squeezed into a tiny, super dense point called a singularity. Then, it burst apart for some reason, and all the stuff inside flew out fast. Eventually, this stuff cooled down and formed galaxies, stars, and planets. Big Crunch is the opposite of Big Bang. Instead of stuff flying outwards, it all comes back together. It happens because of gravity, the force that pulls things towards each other. So, as the universe expands, gravity works to slow it down. Eventually, it might stop growing and start shrinking instead. Everything from stars to galaxies would start moving back towards the center, getting closer and closer until it's all squished into that tiny super dense point again. The squeezing would wipe everything out. It's like hitting rewind on the universe, returning to a time before the Big Bang, where everything was packed into that tiny point. And then, who knows what might happen next. Moving on to number 8. Scientists have another theory, Big Rip, and it's not something you want to experience. Before moving forward, let's imagine that the universe is expanding faster and faster, like a car with a broken accelerator pedal. This unseen force called dark energy is behind it, pushing everything apart. Now imagine that this expansion is getting so fast that it tears everything apart. It's like when you stretch a rubber band until it snaps. That's the Big Rip in a nutshell. It doesn't just stop at ripping apart stars or galaxy, it tears everything apart, even the tiny building blocks of life. How many years will we observe this situation? 10 years? 100 years? Nope. It's expected to be observed after 16 billion years. Surprisingly, it's like tomorrow in cosmic terms. So, if there's still life, it won't stand a chance against this universe-wide disaster, and trust me, you don't even want to imagine this theoretical perspective of the cosmos. Now, the 7th fact. Did you know about the vacuum metastability theory? Well, it's proposed that the universe is delicately balanced on the edge of stability. With the intricate fabric of quantum physics, the values of certain particles hint at a universe perpetually on the verge of a monumental shift. Imagine a bubble popping in space. Unlike the bubbles you blow up with soap, this bubble is different. It's like a whole new world with different rules compared to ours. And once it appears, it starts growing super fast, gobbling up everything nearby like a hungry monster. It keeps expanding, swallowing galaxies, stars, and planets until there's nothing left except this weird bubble world, leaving behind a space where the universe used to be, and then everything will vanish once and for all. The 6th fact on our list doesn't precisely discuss the end of this universe, but something like that. The Big Bounce theory. Consider your universe something like a giant rubber ball. Just like gravity pulls a ball back down to the ground when you throw it up, gravity in the universe slows down its expansion and pulls everything back towards a specific tiny point. But instead of crunching into nothingness, this theory says that the squeeze is so powerful that it triggers another big explosion, like a cosmic do-over. Instead of destruction, It's more like everything going for the recycling process. Some scientists aren't totally on board with this idea. They believe that the universe may stop squeezing and try to bounce back. It's like throwing a ball at the ground and it springs back up. This big bounce would be like a big bang in reverse, leading to a whole new universe. Now the fifth one. Do you know the theory of the inevitable heat death of the universe? Yes, the heat death. Imagine a universe destined for an eternal freeze, a stark contrast to the dramatic collapse of the Big Crunch. Here gravity succumbs to the relentless expansion, galaxies drifting apart like melancholic souls, widening the abyss between them. The universe operates under the law of thermodynamics and marches towards its inevitable fate, the uniform distribution of heat. Picture all matter dissipating evenly, casting the cosmos into a frigid, desolate expanse. Stars, once vibrant beacons, fade into oblivion. Eventually the universe becomes dark. Even though tiny bits of stuff still exist, they move around scattered and disorganized, without any real direction or energy. Everything just bounces around, not doing much of anything. All that's left is an empty, quiet space, showing how the universe is slowly fading. The fourth fact is quantum mechanics. I'm sure you've heard that name before. This theory allows for the spontaneous creation of particles and energy from nothingness due to quantum fluctuations. While these fluctuations are typically small and temporary, there's a tiny probability that a fluctuation could create a bubble of space with different laws of physics, destroying the universe as we know it. Now, the third fact is brane collision. According to this theory, our universe is just one of many branes floating in space. If two of these branes collide, it could release enormous amounts of energy, potentially destroying both branes and everything within them. Did you know about black hole domination? Yes, black hole domination is the second surprising fact. Imagine a future universe where most matter has collapsed into black holes. These cosmic giants could continue to grow and merge until they dominate the entire cosmos. Eventually, the universe would consist of a vast network of black holes, slowly evaporating over incomprehensible timescales through Hawking radiation. Now, what's the first terrifying way that could lead the universe towards its end? Do you love aliens? Because if you do, you will probably not love them for long after hearing this: the alien attack. Some theories say that the existence of aliens is possible in the outer space, and it's not just about a fiction movie. Imagine the landing of aliens on Earth. What will be the results? Sounds funny or scary? As we've come to the end of this video, let's recall the main points to save them in your memory. The most extensive solar system, the Sun, could also lead the universe towards its end. Where there is the concept of Big Bang theory, there also lies another idea, the Big Crunch. Compare it with the idea of the Big Bang. The universe was formed through the Big Bang, but the universe could end through the Big Crunch. I hope you enjoyed this video. Which of these ways shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments.